Here are some instructions to make another origami dinosaur, Tyrannosaurus Rex. Start with a square, and we're going to fold it in half diagonally along both axes. So we line the corners up, hold them together, and crease. And this will put two folds through the middle of the paper. And turn over, and fold in half lengthwise. So fold the edges together, hold them loosely, and then crease. And unfold, and then the opposite axis. So again, we're lining the edges up, hold them together, and crease. Now unfold back to a square, and we'll put all those folds together and mix a preliminary base. Now take each of the sides, and I'm going to fold the sides in to the middle. On both sides. Now fold the top over along those edges and crease. And open that up, and we're going to fold the top layer up. So that layer is folding up and pulling in the outsides, which fold in. And down. Turn over and do the same thing on the side. So we're folding the edges into the middle crease. On both sides. Take the top corner and fold it over. Open up and then fold the top layer up, causing the edges to fold in. And crease. And fold that point back down again. Now, take the top corner, I'm going to fold that down to the crease. So that's parallel to the crease line. Creasing that tightly, both forwards and backwards. Actually, you can use those creases later. I'm going to open up, I'm going to sink that point inside. So I'm turning that inside out. I'll then pinch it around the edges with my fingertips. Pinch, pinch, pinch. And then push the inner section inside and crease. Take one side, I'm going to fold it up. Now I'm going to pinch it together and fold it down so it'll come out perpendicular to the rest of the model. Now what I want to do, I'm going to fold this point over and narrow it, so I'm folding the edges in. So the upper edge is folding down to the folded edge. So what we're going to do is then fold over that corner. So I fold it over the middle section and it's pulled it round and then push it back. So I've narrowed the point. Turn over, do the same thing. So I'm folding the side over. Folding the side over, that's causing the upper edge to fold down to the folded edge. And push it back. Put the crease in, and then fold that flat back. Now, let's take these front flaps, fold that one, and behind, and turn over. Now, take these corners and I fold the upper edge down to the middle. So it's a diagonal fold, folding that in half. Now I'm going to pinch on the creases already there from the middle, and I pull that point together and align that with the point underneath. Turn over. Same thing, so we're folding the whole point in half, so the edge is folding down. Then pinch it together and flatten. Let's take this little point that puts over the edge and fold it over and tuck it inside. Turn over and fold the edge over again. Now to each of these with the arms, fold it up. I'm going to separate the layers. So there's two on one side and one on the other. Separate the layers, hold it and squash it flat. I'm going to fold it forward again. It'll cause the layers to fold, and it's a petal fold which will pull those other layers in together. Turn over, do the same thing. So I'm folding this point upwards, it's perpendicular to the model. Separate the layers, squash, and fold it back forward again. So these edges are folding in and forming a petal fold. This paper's quite thick, so there we go. Now, these are the lower legs. I'm going to fold it over first, then reverse it inside. So then I turn over, and I do the same thing on the other side. So I'm folding this leg over, I'm lining it up with the other side, turning it inside out. Now I'm going to open up the model and fold this point behind. And fold it over. I'll just change the angle slightly, so I'm just holding the body and the tail. In the other hand, I'm just sliding it down just slightly, and then extending it out. Then I'm just going to fold behind the corner here to give the legs a bit more shape, and then take this whole section and fold it underneath to narrow the tail. So that's coming up level with the hips. Do the same on the other side. So again, I'm folding this corner behind, then folding the front section in level with the hips. Just tidying up. Now, look at the head. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fold this point backwards. So I'm reversing it inside itself, about a quarter of the way up. So I reverse it behind, open it up, fold it forward, and fold it back together. Now, just take the top layer, and I'm going to fold that up, and the same on the other side. So I'm just folding that layer up, and it's opened out the point. Open it up, fold that point backwards and forwards again, and then that point will become a mouth. Take the upper edge and fold it over, and just at the tip I'm going to fold up to make a nostril, and if I open up this space here, I'll make a little eye of shape, and squash. Turn over, do the same thing. There's the top edge folding over. Fold the tip up to make a nostril, and just open up that space and squash to make an eye. Now I'm going to fold the tips of the legs up to make feet on both sides, and do this so they match. Now work on the tail. What I'm going to do is just hold it and crimp it slightly. So I'm holding it together and then just rolling it into the body with a couple of folds, and then fold it up and back down again. And there we are.